Hello everyone, I'm Boy. In this video, I'll explain how to write test scripts to enable parameter relay during test execution so other test cases can use these parameters. This video is part of our Output Relay series. You can also watch the other two videos in this series, how to use Output Relay for efficient automated testing, and how to create a test pipeline with Output Relay for a comprehensive understanding of Output Relay. Now, let's take a look at how to write a relay case. In our definition, a relay case is a special type of test case in a test pipeline that automatically provides necessary parameters to other test cases within the same pipeline during execution. In fact, writing a relay case is not much different from writing a regular test case. You need to clearly identify the variables that need to be outputted for other test cases to use based on the specific testing scenario. For example, in the scenario shown here, our system has just launched a pipeline query feature, and we need to test it to ensure it returns the expected results under different query conditions. Before we start, from a black box or gray box testing perspective, the first step is to obtain a token. The second step is to use this token to call the corresponding API and check if the behavior meets expectations. As you can see, for this scenario, I've written two test scripts using user and environment as query conditions. Each script contains a section of code for obtaining the token. Now imagine I need to conduct a full feature regression test. This token code would have to be repeated hundreds or even thousands of times, which is not only inefficient but also prone to errors. Moreover, tokens are sensitive data that shouldn't be scattered everywhere. Furthermore, in typical scenarios, we have at least 3 to 4 environments from development to production, each with a different token. Does this mean the same test script needs to be written 3 to 4 times? And what if the business logic for obtaining tokens changes? Would that require updating all related test scripts? Now, let's look at the situation with a relay case. In the same business scenario, I've isolated the token acquisition code into an independent relay case, creating it as case 2918. When case 2918 completes its execution, it relays the acquired token to other cases within the same pipeline. Here's a sample Postman code snippet to demonstrate this. You can see that my Postman sample is divided into 2 parts. The first part is the normal business logic for obtaining the token. In my logic, a post request is sent to the token URL with some data like client ID and secret to retrieve the token. After obtaining the token, I verify the HTTP status code in the response to ensure it's 200. And check if the response contains the access token and refresh token. And lastly, I assign the value of the access token to an environment variable, which I've named my token in this example. Next, I send a post request to Testany's internal service using the built-in environment variable Testany Output Relay Service. In the request body, the left side of the colon specifies the relay variable name. Here, I've set it as myToken, which means that once case 2918 finishes execution, other cases in the same pipeline can retrieve the token value using the variable name access token. With this, the script for the relay case is complete. Next, we upload the case to Testany. Be sure to configure the relay variable value from your code in the environment variables. The specific operation involves adding an environment. Then I open this value access token, which is from the code earlier. Then click on the relay cases icon, and this step is completed. After saving the case, you can see its data status on the case library page. This logo indicates that the current case has a relayed value that will be output, and others can obtain the corresponding value. Let's summarize how to write a relay case. Step 1. Write your business code as you normally would. Step 2. When you want to relay some of the data to others, remember to use Testany's built-in relay address environment variable, Testany Output Relay Service. Send a post request with the variable name to be relayed to that address. The screenshot here is from Postman, but if you're using Python, it's essentially the same. Just send a post request to this address. Note: pay attention to the name on the left side of the colon. You must remember this name. The reason is that when editing or registering the case, we need to explicitly declare that we have a value to relay for other cases to use. The variable name you declare needs to be consistent with the name in your code. Alright, this concludes this video. Thank you all for watching. Thanks.